Hello everyone, in today's tutorial it's going to be a really basic and easy one. So we are going to see how to add this neon lightning stroke effect like the one you can see in these images using Adobe Photoshop. Alright, so let's get to it. Alright, so let's go ahead and open Photoshop, and then I will take the image I will be using and open it in here. Alright, now I'm gonna create a new layer. So we'll one click on this new layer icon and I will name it stroke 1, and then I will go to my brushes and I will change the size to 50 pixels. And this depends on the resolution of your image. If you have a big resolution image, you can use 50 or 60 pixel, but if you have a smaller image, just use 20 or 15. So the stroke will appear a little bit bigger. And then I will make sure that 100% is set for the hardness and 100% in the opacity and the flow. Now I'm gonna open the brush settings by going to window, and I will open brush settings in here. Alright, now I will go to the shape dynamic, and in the control in here I will make sure that pen pressure is set in here. It's okay if you're not using a tablet, just put pen pressure in here and close it. Now I will go to my pen tool and I will make sure that the pen tool is set to path, not shape. Make sure that in here is set path. And then I'm gonna draw a stroke by one click and drag, and this will make a point in here, as you can see. And you can also change the replacements of this point in here by pressing Ctrl and take it and drag it wherever you want. Alright, now we'll go right over here and I will make another point and I will drag like this. As you can see, this will make the line curve a little bit more. And again, I can press Ctrl and go back to this first point and change its replacement. And if I press Alt, I can change this handle, and this will affect this stroke in here. Alright, now we'll select this point in here, and then I'm gonna draw another point like this. I will one click and drag, and as you can see, this will make it curve. And again, I'm gonna change the replacement, and I will draw one more just right here, and I will go to this point and adjust it as I want. You can draw as much points as you want, but I will just keep it like this. Alright, now I will right click and I'm gonna choose stroke path. And in the tool in here, I will make sure that it's set to brush and simulate pressure is checked. And I will press OK. And as you can see, it doesn't matter what color will this stroke draw in, because we're gonna change it later. And if I press escape on my keyboard, I can see the stroke in here. As you can see, in the end, it has this thin end in here, and that's what pen pressure does. Alright, now I'm gonna double click on it to open the lifestyle dialog. You can just double click on it in here to open it, or you can go to this FX icon and choose blending options, and this will open the lifestyle dialog. Alright, next I will go to color overlay, and I'm gonna keep this green color, but you can change it in here. You can choose whatever color and press OK. Next I will go to outer glow, and I'm gonna change the blending mode to screen, and I will keep the opacity to 100%, and then I'm gonna choose a soft green to match this green in here. As you can see, it matches perfectly, and I will press OK. And in the size, I'm gonna put 70 pixel, and I will keep the range set to 50%. Alright, now we'll go to inner glow, and I'm gonna change the blending mode to overlay, and I will keep the opacity 75%. And for the color, you can just leave it to white color and press OK. And in the size, I'm gonna put 7 pixel and 0 in the choke in here, and I'll press OK. As you can see, this will make it glow, and that's what we want. Now I'm gonna apply a layer mask on it by one click on this layer mask icon, and I will make sure that my layer mask is selected, and then I will go to my brushes, and I will make sure that my foreground color is set to black, and I will right click to change the size of the brush, and then we're gonna put the hardness to around 80%. And then I'm gonna delete in here so this stroke will look like it's going around the model. So we'll zoom in a little bit, and I'm gonna start deleting just like this. As you can see, just to follow the edges of the model, just like that. If you delete more than you want, you can press X to change the foreground color to white, and this will bring back from the stroke like this. Alright, I think it looks good. Now I'm gonna delete this line from the face of the model. So I will switch to black by pressing X, and I'm gonna delete this part in here. And that's right here. And as you can see, this will look like the line go behind the model face in here. Alright, so we're done with our first stroke. So we're gonna create another stroke. So I'm gonna create a new layer again, and I will name it stroke 2. And again, I will open the brushes in here, and I'm gonna put 50 pixel in the size and 100% in the hardness. And then I will go to my pen tool, and again I'm gonna draw another stroke. So we'll start from here this time. So we'll one click and drag, and I'm gonna do the same, click and drag, and I will go like this, and I will end it like that. And of course I can go back and adjust this point in here by pressing Ctrl. Can do that. Just like this. I think it looks good like that. And then I will right click while I'm still in the stroke 2 layer. I will right click and choose stroke path. And again I will make sure that tool is set to brush and simulate pressure is checked, and I will press OK. And I will one click on the escape key on my keyboard. And as you can see, this will draw another stroke. Now I will double click on it to open the layer dialog again. And then I'm gonna go to color overlay, and this time I'm gonna choose another color. So I'm gonna choose a blue color, just like this one, and I'll press OK. Next I will go to outer glow, and I will keep everything in here the same, but I'm gonna change the color to a bluish color so it will match this blue, just like that, and I'll press OK. Now I will go to inner glow, and I will keep everything in here the same, and I will press OK. And again I will do the same. I'm gonna apply a layer mask, and I will go to my brushes, and again I will right click, and I'm gonna change the size to around 70 pixels, and I will put down the hardness to around 80%. And again I will delete from here, so I'm gonna delete this part in here. So again, with the black color as my foreground, I will delete just like that. As you can see in here, I delete too much, so I'm gonna press X to bring back the white to the foreground, and I will bring back this line just like that. And I'm gonna press X so I can delete a little bit from here. Alright, I will leave this part like this and this like this, but I think I'm gonna make this line go behind the hand of the model. So I'm gonna make sure that black is my foreground color, and I will delete this part too. You can use this method to add as many strokes as you want. It doesn't need to be just 2 strokes. You can add as much as you want, of course. So as you can see in here, I delete a little bit too much. I'm gonna press X to bring back the white to the foreground, and I will bring back a little bit from the lines in here. And as you can see, it looks like it's going behind the model in here. Alright, so I'm just gonna keep it 2 strokes in here. Now I'm gonna select these 2 stroke layers by pressing Ctrl and 1 click like this, and then I'm gonna make a copy of them. So I'm gonna drag them to make a copy in here, and then I will right click on these 2 copies and I will choose convert to smart object. This will allow me to apply a blur on them. Now I will go to filter, blur, and I'm gonna choose Gaussian blur, and I'm gonna put around 70 to 80 pixels in the radius in here, and I will press OK. And as you can see, this will make them glow much more. As you can see, this is before and this is after. They look really good like this. Now I'm gonna make a copy of this blur stroke in here. Let me name it blurred stroke. And then I'm gonna make a copy of it by pressing Ctrl J, and this time I'm gonna adjust the Gaussian blur. As you can see, because it's a smart object, I can double click on this Gaussian blur in here and it will open the Gaussian blur window in here. I can adjust the radius from here. So I'm gonna put 120 pixel and I will press OK. Now I'm gonna change the blending mode of this second copy to overlay, and as you can see, this will add more glow to them. Alright, so almost done. Now the last thing that we are going to do is to add a little bit of toning to the image. So I will select the background image in here, and then I will go to adjustment and I will add color lookup in here, and in this option in here I'm gonna open it and choose foggy night 3DL, and then I'm gonna put down the opacity to around 60%. And as you can see, this will add a foggy tone to the background of the image, and this will make the glow appear more and looks really good like this. Alright, so we're done. So this is before and this is after. Alright, so that will be all for this video. I hope that you enjoyed and you liked this tutorial and it was a little bit helpful for you. Don't forget to subscribe and comment, and show me out on Instagram if you tried this effect, and have a nice day. Thank you for watching.